Branson Larson Memorial Park. This is my local hotspot for riding. It's got some really nice trails, really good mix. But I want to tell you guys right away that I have been riding the Stumpjumper Evo in the 64.5 degree head tube angle for some time, and switching it back to the 65.5 degree head tube angle, just riding around in the parking lot, making my way to the start of the trailhead, the pedal efficiency and how snappy it feels in the pedals is immediately noticed. And I just wanted to tell you guys that. I'm going to show you guys probably a couple of the more technical climbs. I'm not going to show you guys this entire climb and bore you to death with that, but I'm hoping to get some, see, even that right there, like that's just, it just feels so much more I want to say efficient, but not only efficient but just snappy in the pedals. Feels good, feels. Oh, and also I need to relube my my bottom bracket because it is a little creaky, so if you do hear that, that's what's going on there. But it just feels already so much more snappier in the in this 65 degree head tube angle. I'll key you guys in on some techier climbs. This section here is a little bit more single track, you know, kind of keeping your speed, pedaling for some momentum, and the bike just feels so much more alive in the pedals, especially whenever it comes to standing up and putting the power down. It really wants to go. I'm also running the shocks, or sorry, the shock completely open, not switched off, and the fork not quite halfway. But see, just that little bit of pedaling right there to get up that hill to keep your momentum, so much more snappier than that 64.5 degree head tube angle. This just feels like a single track ripper. Wow, I'm pretty sure I just PR'd the shit out of that. This is like my normal like stop. Like I kind of stop here, take a little rest, get a little drink. It's only like 1 mile in or 0.9 in or something like that, not very far, but it the bike just sprints so good in that 65.5. I'm going up Sun Climb. It's a black up and down, it's a two-way trail, but it's a black trail. It does have some steepier, techier climbs. I'm gonna try to stop and get some footage, although I forgot to bring extra battery, so I'm on the one battery. So we're gonna try to get as much footage as I can with this one battery. So something else to note: whenever you change your head tube angle, your handlebar position and your seat position kind of changes just a little bit. So you might want to try to remember to take that in consideration. I didn't remember that until just that first little techie climb. Everything feels kind of close and handlebars feel a little back, so keep that in mind. Get you guys in here. This climb isn't crazy, but it's kind of like the first of the techie stuff that you find on this trail. This little steep rock up here, and then this, it's kind of a tight switchback, not terrible, easily doable. It definitely feels, and I've done that switchback, I mean probably a dozen times, and with the 64.5 head tube angle, and that was much easier with the 65.5 head tube. Little techie stuff along the way. Whew. I'll walk this to show you guys. You probably can't tell, but it's got a lot of deep pockets and rocks, and it's a switchback. Also, something to note, normally I climb in the second to the top gear. I'm currently in the third to the top, and I didn't even notice that until looking down. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if I can get a decent shot of getting this climb. Sweet opportunity. It's I can showcase the swap box here. My water bottle, tool, easy to access. Little SWAT tool, snaps in place, never lose it. Bottles opener is great, or the bottle holder is great. But I put my my little GoPro tripod slash selfie stick in here, and I still have my goodie bag full of stuff in here as well. Pretty dope, huh? All right, let's set this camera up and see if I can't get a cool shot making this little climb. Easy, right? This trail is so cool, and like I said, it's got its technical bits. It is black. I feel like the trail is more of a black going up than it is down, but here I am coming up another switchback, just not 15 feet from where I left my bike. Maybe double that, 30 feet from where I left my bike. But you come up this little steep here, rocky, loose, got this big chunky rock to deal with, all this loose stuff. Gets a little steeper, then it flattens out right here. I think maybe I was just too cocky about it. There we go. So honestly, that's some of the easier stuff. I'll key you guys in whenever we get to a little bit more of the steepier, chunky stuff. Okay guys, I'm bringing you in. I'm doing a climb here that I'm about 50-50 chance of making it and not making it. And as a matter of fact, just 2 days ago, I was tired. I was trying to push to make it up there, and I fell and I scuffed the shit out of my bike all the way through the ride wrap. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to see how easy or not, or if I can even clean this thing, I can do. It is a tough climb. It's very rocky, very rough. Has some off-camber sections here. I'm gonna go up a gear, try to power up this thing. Yeah! Whoa! Got it that time. Yes! Oh, I'm so stoked. Yes! That's so much easier. 65.5 degree head tube angle. Kicks ass. Not super steep, but technical, long. You can definitely pick your lines probably better than I can. Nonetheless, it's a pretty techie area right here. Switch back. Yeah, boy. Lots of rocks, roots, lots of sand. Another switchback. Man, those are so much easier. I have so much more energy. Let's get this. Oh, his tire slipped, but I made it. Woo! Just killing the climbs on this thing. It's a climbing billy goat machine compared to the other head tube angles. Yeah, boy. All right, you guys, I don't know how many more times I can set up. The sun's going down. I am almost at the top. The city lights are starting to turn on down there in Rapid City. As you can see, the sun's pretty much gone behind the horizon there. But this climb right here is, oh boy, it's a tough one. Still yet, another step up here, straight, step up here, straight, kind of flat, another step up, very steep, steep, step up there, flat, step up here, maneuver around that big rock, stay flat, and flat throughout here. You can use that area to kind of keep your momentum. Stay flat here, roll down a little bit just to come up to this steep son of a bitch. I have not conquered this one yet. I'll give her a try. I'll probably show you guys on POV, but we're gonna go back over here and see how well I can do this climb. I'm pretty good on this climb. There might be only one time out of 10 that I put a foot down or don't make it, or odd situation, I just might be stupid tired. But I'm gonna set you guys up and try to get this climb conquered here. Yeah, this is a climbing fool. I'm gonna bring you guys up to the other one here. I'll give it one good shot after I get you guys set up. And one good shot to see how far up this I make it. Usually about right here. That guy right there usually stops me. Something like that. Oh, I made it further. That's the furthest I made it. Probably gonna have to be the rest POV because we ain't got much daylight left. We got about another 10 minutes to the top. I tell you what, guys, I'm really digging this this head tube angle with the climbs. It's great. This is another steep. It's not real difficult. It's steep, and you gotta make a couple of decent moves to get around the really hard stuff. But man, this bike just, the efficiency is just so much better with just 1 degree steeper head tube angle. Let me talk to you real quick about the climb. It was actually enjoyable, and I'm up here with way more energy than I normally am at this point. So that's got to say something too. As you can see, guys, the moon's out, the city lights are on, it's pretty dark. I don't know if you can see through the GoPro, but the sun is completely behind the horizon. So all of this downhill, probably a solid 3 or 4 minutes worth, is all going to be POV straight down. Hope you guys enjoy it, because this is one of my favorite runs that I'm real familiar with. So I'll talk us down it a little bit. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Heading down. So far, so good. I feel a little bit more over the front of the bike. Put my weight back a little bit. Might have something to do with the way the handlebars feel. It doesn't feel a whole lot different. I definitely feel a little more in front of the bike. I don't feel like I can go as fast, but the bike feels really responsive and playful. It feels really fast. I'm not gonna be going mock chicken because it is getting pretty dark, a lot darker than I normally ride, and I didn't think it was gonna get dark so fast, so I don't have a light on. Normally with this lighting conditions, I would at least have a flasher on, so I don't know if there's anybody else up here, so I'm not gonna be going mock chicken, which with this head tube angle, ooh, yes, with this head tube angle, it's just really responsive and feels a bit more playful, less more, I mean, a lot more like wanting to leave the ground, and less likely, and less like a monster truck Definitely feel like I'm riding on top of the bumps rather than over them. A couple little jumps here, right there. Oh, that's good. Oh, we can send this one. This one's a lot of fun. Woo! Yeah! Oh, yes. Ha! Switch back here. I think maybe I have a little too much air in the rear. It feels a little, the rear of the bike feels a little bit more, I don't know, like it got a little bit more rebound than I like. Front feels really good. Oh, that was awesome. Even through this rough stuff, it handles pretty good. I think could have played with maybe a little bit more tire, a little bit less tire pressure maybe in the front, but man, this thing just sprints. Like it's really responsive on the, when you get on the pedals, really responsive. I think if this is going to be my main head tube angle, I might switch to a 50 mil stem, just to kind of put me a little bit more back behind the bike. I kind of feel like I'm a little over the front. Not bad, but I'm pretty intuitive with my bikes and how things feel. Ooh, tight switch back here. Nice. A little offline. A little rock jump. Woo! Drop. A little flat turn here. Come out wide, come in sharp. Hold the line, nice. Hold this line. Flat turn. Get behind the bike, lean over into it a little bit. Another flat turn. A little poppy jump. Boom. Woo! Man, this thing is just so lively. It is more lively for sure. Like you feel more bumps and more of the trail, but it's faster, a little bit more playful on the mellower stuff. And I said that from the first time I did it too. Like I felt that right away. But little things like that, oh, that you can just hit on the trail to have fun and liven up the more mellow stuff, dude. It's a freaking blast. This is so good. This is just a single track shredder. I would maybe, I don't know if I would try it at a bike park the way that I ride. I could have fun, but at the bike park I really like going fast and getting myself into some sketchy situations. And this is definitely more of a single track ripping setup for sure. But nonetheless, it's so much fun. Woo! A little loose in the rear there. Trying to hug that corner. There's a turn up here that I never get quite good. Actually, I do pretty poor at it. You guys will probably know as soon as I hit it. Oh, was that it? Oh, that was it. That was probably the best I've hit that, carrying speed wise. The reward you get for getting on the pedals is just so much fun. Amazing. Flat turn, little berm, big berm. Woo! Little jump, boom. A faster section, little squirrel catch up a berm. This is a pretty good berm. There, yeah, carry speed, slide a little bit, jump off this side. Woo! Woo! That was way more. That was way more than I usually get off of that. Holy smokes. I thought I was going to eat crap. I just wasn't expecting to go so high. Good berm here, into a flat. Decent little berm here to catch. Brakes off, carry speed through, a little flat. Rollers, pump. pump, nice big wide berm. Woo! Up to onto the pedals, jump, boom. This is this is a blast. If you have an Evo Stumpjumper 2021 to 2022 model and you haven't done this yet, my goodness, you're missing out on some legit fun. Oh my goodness, this is a blast. Get on the pedal, get on the pedals here. Woo! Yeah, this picks up speed so good. Pump. Oh, little jump. Woo! Little rough and rugged section here. Oh yeah. Little sprint on the pedals. Ooh, she's getting dark. Almost home though. Actually, there's a little park bench up here. I'm gonna sprint this climb. We're pretty much done here. Get up to this bench. Okay, here we go. Sprint up. Gosh, that's just so much more efficient. That's so much fun. It's so much fun riding in that head tube angle. You just don't have to really go mock chicken to have a lot of fun. And yeah, I think you get to learn a little bit more not having to go mock chicken, because you can just pop and pump and jump off of anything and everything that's on the trail. Would I, you know, I definitely would feel fine taking it down any blacks. I don't think I would feel real comfortable nor be doing it very quickly at any some of the double blacks that I've done. But for sure, the single blacks that are here just can't go that fast, as fast as I'd like. I do a bit of enduro racing whenever I can, and I really enjoy kind of pushing my limits and pushing the limits and speed of the bike. And in this head tube angle, it's really just for mellower trails, I feel, and getting familiar with the bike and getting to learn the bike. But if you're like me and you travel at a bunch of different places, having the versatility of this bike is like bar none the best you can get. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna get back to the truck real quick and I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts. Real quick, I feel like there's a couple things that you should know as a viewer about my bike before I go on to tell you guys my final thoughts. For example, my crank arms are 165 millimeters. Also, I'm running this bike in full 29er front and rear. I do have the mullet set, and as a matter of fact, while we were up climbing, I got a call from the bike shop to let me know that my front wheel was done being built, so that I can, I'm sorry, yeah, my rear wheel was done being built so that I could go ahead and put this bike set up as a mullet. But first, I'm going to go through all of these head tube angles and rear chainstay flip switch for you guys, so that you have an idea of what the bike feels like through my perspective before I go and mullet the bike, and then I'm going to do that all over again. So hope you guys enjoy these videos. Now let's move on to my final thoughts. 65.5 degree head tube angle, in one word, fun. So much fun. It's so much fun riding that bike, especially on mellow trails. If you're out there and you have this bike, or you're thinking about getting this bike, first of all, the versatility alone should be appealing enough for you to buy it. But at 65 degree head tube angle, if you're an amateur to expert rider, and let's say you're going with some buddies that maybe aren't as fast as you, or can't keep up, and you would rather be in the middle or the back of the pack rather than leading and trying to drag everybody along, put it in that 65 degree head tube angle and go at their speed, because everything that's on the trail, you're still going to have a blast and you're going to have fun riding it. That really, honestly, that pretty much sums it up. That 65 degree head tube angle, it's also got the bottom bracket in the highest setting, so rock strikes aren't anything. The climbing efficiency of the bike is at its best, like, for sure. And I had my front fork, I run the Marzocchi Bomber, I run my front fork at about, let's say half firm, and then whenever I go down, I open it almost to 3/4 is what I usually do. And that's what I did today, and the bike felt great, felt fine. It's just a blast to ride in this head tube angle. This bike in general is just so much fun, so familiar. If you've already owned a couple of different bikes, you hop on this bike, you set your cockpit up, you set your seat up, and pick your head tube angle, and the bike's just gonna feel familiar like right away. I can't stress that enough. The bike is just really familiar, but so capable of so much more with the versatility that it has. And that's it. So 65-degree head tube angle, fun, absolutely fun. That's what I have to say. That's the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, 500 subscribers, hit the subscribe button, give me a like, comment down below what you think about the 65-degree head tube angle. What's your favorite head tube angle? Let me know down in the comments. I love to conversate about this kind of stuff. Until then, guys, peace out. Go ride your bike.